Republican nominee Jim Banks is a far-right, Trump-humping, MAGA extremist ideologue who shouldn't even be allowed into the United States Senate chamber on a tour, let alone voted into office. Let me run through just some of his greatest hits, with an assist from a Daily Kos profile published last August titled Fanatical Republican Extremist of the Day. Banks was first elected to Congress back in 2016, riding the Mango Mussolini's coattails to Washington. In his time at the State House, he voted against the Medicaid expansion, co-sponsored a bill to drug test welfare recipients, a massive waste of money meant only to humiliate, another bill to defund Planned Parenthood in Indiana, and helped pass an extreme anti-abortion bill requiring women to bury or cremate fetal remains that was quickly overturned by the courts. He is also a tool of whose left arch-nemesis ALEC, the American Legislative Exchange Council, bringing forth anti-union quote-unquote right-to-work legislation on behalf of his corporate masters. In December 18th, 2019, Banks voted to let his daddy Trump skate in his first impeachment trial for attempting to extort Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. January 10th, 2020. After Congressman Ilhan Omar mentions in an interview that she still has PTSD from her time as a child refugee in Somalia, Jim Banks comes along to minimize her suffering and try to pretend that she's not being honest about her condition and that her remarks were, quote, offensive to our nation's veterans, end quote. How? I don't know. December 10th, 2020, Banks signs his name to an amicus brief to the Supreme Court begging them to overturn the results of the same 2020 election in which he won re-election. No, not his result, just his Lord and Savior Donald J. Trump's legitimate loss.